My name is Raskin, and today we are going to go over the art form we call public speaking. Now, it doesn't matter what field you are in, and it doesn't matter what you are doing, getting good at public speaking will make you better at all things that you do. See, public speaking is an art form, it's in a way you convey group of people in your ideology, in your message, in what it is that matter most to you. Now see, if you want to be a good public speaker, the most important part to remember is that you have to believe in what you are going to say to people. It's whatever you are going to convey to people. Your message has to be something you believe in. If you don't believe in your message, then it's a tough job making people believe what you don't believe. I always tell people that public speaking is more of just a conversation with more than one person. If you're good at communicating, you can be good at public speaking. Now, I remember when I was a kid, and I always wanted to be a good public speaker. But the issue I had was I stuttered. Every time I step on a stage, I stutter. And as you know, if you stutter at the stage, you're not very good at it. I still remember the first time I ever stepped on a stage, and the subject was books are our best friend. And it wasn't that I was terrible, it wasn't that I didn't know what I was going to say, I knew all of that. But that was the first time I ever stepped on a stage. And stage fear is a real thing, and it happens. So if you have only been on a stage a few times in your life and you feel like, okay, I didn't do a good job and I don't think this is something for me, then step back. Practice going on a stage multiple times. I say go on a stage and speak about the same subject at least 10 times. And if you're still not good, then there are ways you can get better. But I'm promising you that. I promise you that you will get better. See, I always say when you speak about something in public, be passionate about it. See, when you are passionate about something, the message is real. What you say is real. And in public speaking, what you're trying to do is connect with a bigger audience. See, if it matters to you, it will matter to them because you are passionate about it. You will give out energy that they see, and they will believe that what you're saying is true or what your message is true. So to get better at public speaking, first thing to remember is to believe in whatever you're speaking about. Second thing, practice. And I know you're going to say, yeah, Raskin, we heard that a million times. And yes, you have. When I say practice, I mean do research. If you are going to speak about any subject, do research. If you need to speak 2 minutes, know enough to speak about that subject for a whole hour. See, what that does, it gives you an edge. It gives you information more than you need. So just in case you are on a stage, you're frightened, you forget a line. You forget what you were saying. You forget a point. You forget something that you wanted to say. You have a backup because you know an hour worth of knowledge. Point number 3. When you are on stage, speak in a way that you are having conversation. And I know I'm going back to that first point. Public speaking is like having conversations because it's very important. If you can get good at conversation, you can get good at public speaking. So what you want to do is make sure you make eye contact with people. Make sure when you're talking to people, your body language is positive. And use pause. Don't try to rush through what you have to say. Enjoy it. Build suspense. And make sure that whatever you are going to say, you have to research at least for 8 hours. Whatever you're going to say, do a research for that subject for 8 hours. Learn new things. Even the subject you feel like, oh, I know what I'm going to say. I know about this subject. Yes, 100%. You know about that subject. But understand that you want to know more than what you know. The next thing is understanding your audience. Now, this is very important. Because when you understand your audience, you understand how you're going to speak, or what you're going to say, what kind of knowledge you're going to throw at them. Remember the part I said, make sure you have hour worth of material and 8 hours of research on a subject? But what if you're speaking about quantum physics in a second grade? See, then you can't be understanding quantum physics on a master level. You have to understand quantum physics on a second grade level. So what you want to do is understand your audience. And understanding audience will give you an amazing, understanding audience will give you amazing edge over other people if you are competing and it's a competition. I remember this was a long time ago. This was like my third year of public speaking, and I was in this small town in Kenya, and we were talking about clean water, and I made a joke that only the people in the town understood. See, it was a local joke, so understand the audience, understand what they would understand and what they can relate to. If you say something funny, a joke that they can relate to, you are in a different town. Maybe they're known for something. Maybe they're known for some kind of joke, or there is a stereotype of that town. Use that. And it will give you an edge than whoever else is speaking. And this is purely for competition. Now, if you're just doing public speaking as a leader of some kind, or you're speaking to a big audience, maybe your employees, understanding how people feel about that subject will give you a better understanding of people, and understanding people will get you better at what you're going to say. Because if you don't understand their issue, and if you're not okay to respect their question, if you're not okay to their ideology of what they are going to say, then it will be hard for you to be on that stage and speak. So I would strongly advise that you respect people's ideology. And the last part, I've seen people do that all the time, so please don't do that. Don't try to be someone else, okay? Don't ever try to be someone else. See, people make this mistake more often when they do public speaking. They try to use a hand gesture that's not their own, or the tone of voice that's not their own, or they learned that from some great speaker or some politician they admire, but it's not you. And speaking to a group of people, you have to be genuinely you to convey a message, to connect with people. If it's not you, your message won't go through. And let's say if it does, it's still a shame, because it's not you. You want to be you when you're speaking to a big group of people. And actually, you know what? You want to be you no matter what is it that you're doing. You always want to be you. So don't try to copy other people. Don't try to copy other Toastmasters, or don't try to copy other great speaker. Have your own style. Have your unique style, and that will always give you edge above anyone else. Lastly, I would say the most important thing I learned from me making mistake was that I never gave up. I remember the first time I spoke on stage, I was terrible. Took me a few years to get better. But in those few years, I went on the stage multiple times. I was horrible. But that wasn't the point. Point was, I was learning. Each mistake made me better at something. And that's the key. To get better at public speaking, you have to practice. Some people I know are born great, just born so good at stage that you just look at them and be like, wow, that's a phenomenal work. And some people like us, we may have to work hard. And that's okay. Because we might be good at some other things that the other people are not. So practice as much as you can. And it will help. Thanks for being here. If you like what I have to say, please subscribe. Leave a like. I'll see you in the next time.